Hello and welcome to Viewpoint. My name is Beaumont. Thank you for joining us today. We'll get to another election commentary in just a moment. First though, yet again, it's back to the constantly developing story that is MPs' expenses here in the UK. And today we have seen further developments that are gonna rock the political world, certainly around the United Kingdom. First of all, former Minister Elliot Morley has announced he will stand down at the next general election over his involvement in the expenses scandal. He had been meeting with local officials in his Scunthorpe constituency, so he is standing down. The next MP I'm going to talk about, he's one who was going, at the moment is still going to do what Julie Kirkbride was going to do before she changed her mind. Conservative MP Bill Cash has said he does not intend to stand down over his expenses claims for rent on a second home owned by his daughter. Well, good. If that's what you feel, go ahead. Put yourself up for re-election next year. And when you do it, and when the voters vote you out like the charlatan you are, don't come crying, whining and complaining back to us, because we will not be listening to you. To anybody else who thinks that, I did nothing wrong. You may not have done anything wrong, but you certainly haven't done anything right. That is what is the big thing, and that's what's getting a lot of us going at the moment. In the meantime, there's another side angle to this that has come out, and it's all to do with what are called golden goodbyes. You see, if an MP decides they're going to stand down at the next election, they get basically they get extra money that they're entitled to a payoff of up to a year's salary, dependent on their age and experience. And also there's what you might call a sort of a payout for winding things up, a wind-up payout, as it were, or winding up payout, that can be about £40,000 or so. Well, this is now grating at the nerves and sensibilities of Liberal Democrat leader Nick Clegg, who said that MPs who stand down after these expenses revelations should not be entitled to large tax-free payoffs. Now, since these stories began, 13 MPs so far, now 14 with Elliot Morley, have said they will stand down at the election, although 3 have said they're going for health reasons and it's not related to expenses. Mr. Clegg disagrees with that. He says there should be no reason some should get the tax-free reward. Well, it's one of those things. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens, but this controversy is heating up by the day. We'll wait and see what else happens. And remember, elections are just around the corner for local councils and the European Parliament, which brings me now to my election commentary. If the minor parties in this political world of ours in the United Kingdom were looking for a way to get in, a way to get into the system. They have been handed it on a silver platter. If independents were looking for something to beat the parties over the head with, they've been handed it on a silver platter. It seems clear to me that, as I've been saying for a while now, the Conservatives and Labour will be the big losers here. Liberal Democrats might gain a little bit, but not too much. SNP won't lose too much from it, mainly because the council elections are England, and they've got quite strong support in Scotland anyway. Sinn Féin, Northern Ireland and Ireland, who also have local elections, they may see a slight drop, but I don't think it'll be significant. It's the other minor parties. It's things like the English Democrats, UKIP, maybe in Kernow, and several others that will reap the benefits of this whole situation. There is no doubt that we will see more parties now being involved in the political process in Europe and in the councils than we have ever seen before. And the independent candidates will have an absolute field day, because they have got the best weapon they've ever had to beat over the head of the political parties. This expensive scandal has damaged party politics like nothing else has. And independent candidates could be the one area that has absolutely everything to gain and nothing to lose. I am looking for many, many more independent councillors this time. I'm looking for a few independent MEPs as well. And when it comes to next year's general election, that will be the big test. Whether this movement that seems to be forming now will hold. It should do. Because, as I say, most of the people who are saying they're going to stand down, they're saying they're standing down at the next election. Well, you've got the perfect weapon to beat the opponents over the head with. I wish every independent candidate luck. I wish all the candidates luck. Because quite frankly, they're going to need it. Because people are going to be watching the political systems now a hell of a lot more than they used to. For a while, at least. Certainly for at least the next year or so, as we run up towards the general election. And that will be a most interesting election indeed. The results for the two that we're talking about, the local elections, the results will come out on Friday. The European elections, the results will come out on the Sunday afterwards. That should be a very interesting set of results. I'm looking forward to those. We'll have full analysis and details right here on Viewpoint, on the blog and in these video blog entries. Until then, until the next time, not until then, but I'll be talking more about Ireland's particular elections next week. But in the meantime, that's Viewpoint. I'm Beaumont. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.